Alright, hello citizens of the Nigelverse. It is Nigel here once again, and as of last night at AEW Full Gear, it was announced that Will Ospreay is officially All Elite. I promise this is the last time I'm gonna mention it. Because I'm sure there may be a couple of you who are confused, like Nigel. You know that you didn't watch Full Gear, but I did at least catch the highlights on social media. But I'm not gonna watch the full show yet. I have brought it up multiple times. I promise I'll stop bringing it up because I'm sure some of you guys are kind of sick of hearing it. But yeah. One of the highlights is that Will Ospreay is officially signed with AEW. He was the mystery signee that was alluded to, but it wouldn't be announced until Full Gear, or which on one hand, and sure, great, Will Ospreay being signed is a good thing. But you couldn't have just announced that he was going to be signed. You could have did that on like Dynamite, or just say Will Ospreay is going to sign with AEW. He's going to sign it at Full Gear. But I get it, mystery, intrigue, stuff like that. I'm not inherently against it. It obviously that's how you build up. That's how you build up suspense and interest. As is with some mystery, but with it being overdone at times, and for it not having the biggest payoff at times, it does get a little grating. But nevertheless, as Will Ospreay now in AEW, it's something that I'm sure people kind of saw coming, considering he had been appearing for the company, even having a match at All in Wembley, he in London, England, and it was something I'm sure a decent amount of people saw coming. But it's still pretty exciting having Will Ospreay officially a part of the AEW roster. Apparently, he got the blessing from New Japan and everything to officially to sign with AEW, as his New Japan contract is just about up. But Will Ospreay in AEW, I imagine he will continue to represent and potentially be a part of the Don Callis family. He going forward, or perhaps he's gonna go off and do his own thing, and who knows? But Will Ospreay in AEW is exciting. I know WWE was also lobbying to get him, but ultimately he chose to sign with AEW, and very exciting, very interesting to see what they do with him, and considering the not just working relationship that AEW's had with New Japan, but some of the other stars who have crossed over from New Japan to AEW, even if just to make appearances, I imagine Ospreay will hopefully do really well. And now that he's in AEW, so we'll have to see what he does going forward. People already putting together some dream matches. I imagine we may or may not get another Omega match between him and Ospreay. A a but it'll be interesting to see what he does. Now, granted, I was very unfamiliar with Will Ospreay. I at least had heard of him, of course, but was definitely unfamiliar with him. But now that I'm getting the chance to watch him in AEW and see what he's able to do, he's definitely impressive. I definitely am liking what I see when it comes to him. And that's one of the great things I think about AEW is that it definitely gives a platform to a lot of lesser known guys, or at least people that like the casual fans wouldn't be too familiar with it. Like if you had just watched WWE and you start watching AEW, you start seeing all these guys. Obviously, you're gonna see some familiar faces, depending on if they were in WWE when you saw them. But otherwise, seeing these unfamiliar faces and seeing these new people, it's gonna be, it's interesting. Seeing these new people and getting to see what they're all about, which is why, like, hey, some people try to present the argument that if they're not well known, what are they doing on TV and stuff like that, so you can get to know them. Like when AEW or WWE express interest in somebody from New Japan, or somebody who a lot of people, at least a lot of the casual people, don't really know about, how going out and being skeptical of it. It's like, why? Hey, they're bringing this person in. You're gonna get to know that person, and that's a good thing. You might not like every single person that comes into AEW. It really boils down to taste or what your preference is when it comes to talent. But otherwise, it's not a bad thing. Like, this is a chance to branch out and see what different talent is out there, or even if they don't go to a different platform, go to them. If you're not familiar with someone from New Japan, try watch some New Japan, and or at least highlights and stuff, because of course New Japan and kind of difficult to find, at least here in the States, yeah, that's why I definitely, and I should definitely get into more New Japan, but trying to branch out more, or an AEW giving the platform to kind of lesser known guys, whether they are younger guys or people who have been in the business for a while that people aren't really too familiar with, that the casual fans wouldn't be too familiar with. I think it's great, and I can't wait to see what Ospreay does going forward. Apparently, his contract is going to be a 3-year contract, so he's going to be there for a while, a little bit. So yeah, can't wait to see what he does, and I'm excited for him to be in AEW. Like I said, some of you kind of saw it coming with him making appearances, but I guess now it is official, and AEW definitely able to scoop him up. I think it is a really good move, and I want to see what he does. But that's gonna do it for this video. Kind of a quick little one, but wanted to talk about it because of it just happening last night. But yeah, so and of course, okay, now this is the last time I'm gonna bring it up. Stay tuned for my full gear review in a couple weeks. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will see. If you did enjoy this video, please do me a favor: like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, turn post notifications so you know every time I upload a video, so you can see as soon as it drops. Let me know in the comments below. Are you excited about Will Ospreay now being a part of AEW, and who do you want to see him face? He's at least in AEW. Like I said, me personally, I wouldn't mind another Omega match. The one he had against Omega at I forget which pay-per-view that was earlier in the year, but that one was pretty good, pretty solid. It might have been. It might have been. No, I forget exactly which pay-per-view they fought at earlier this year. But yeah, but nevertheless, if I did have to pick someone else, I'd also like to see him battle with some of the younger talents, such as Hook and stuff like that. Maybe even perhaps go after the AEW World Championship at some point. But yeah, sky's the limit when it comes to what Will Ospreay will do in AEW. But nevertheless, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.